This is my windbreak fence. Why is it a plank and a big gap and a plank and a big gap? Surely the wind will go through that. Well, I made a little film in a windy day which will show you why these gaps are here. Sometimes we get express delivery fresh air. The reason I'm standing in front of this fence in a windy day is to show how it breaks the wind. A lot of folk think that this gap here means the wind will come whistling through the gap, but it peters out fairly soon after it comes through here. Let me show you. Here we go, we've got the wind up to about 20 kilometres an hour. Oddly enough, right next to the hall here, you see it's about the same, but as I move away just this little bit, it's dropped down to negligible. I'm going to move up and down and see if I can find out. There we go, we get about 5 there, 6 or 7. So this is only that far away from the fence. There you go. That's why this kind of fence is an effective windbreak, because right here, right enough the wind is coming whistling through just like it's coming over the top, but even just a little distance up to the front, the wind drops off to negligible and it protects all your plants and whatever you need protecting. It took a bit of research to find the optimum spacing for these planks, but an agricultural college in the heart of America somewhere came up with the answers for me. So this gap is 20% of the plank gap size, if that makes sense. What I did, I put the bottom plank on level as near to the ground as I could, and then I cut little spacer blocks and just set them on top of the plank to put the next plank on, and up we go. So there you go, that's how my windbreaks work. Now I've explained that, I'll explain what I'm doing here. I want a gate here, and I always planned to put a gate here, so why didn't I build a gate when I did it? I've discovered that if you leave a gap for your gate and carefully measure it and carefully make your gate, it's fine, but it's a fiddle. The easiest way with a hard fence like this is to make your fence and then make your gate on your fence. Let me show you. First things I need is a fencing stab. Fencing stab. Spirit level stab maul. This is a clever spirit level. It's got spirit levels at 90 degrees to one another, so I can make sure I'm putting it in properly. I've measured, I want the hinge about here, so my fencing stab actually goes in there. There. There we are. I'm going to put some guide rails up. There we go. That should make life a bit simpler. Lovely. Lovely. Right, these have got a slope on them because they're going to become the back of my gate. Right, that's that. I'll take you around this side so you can see what I'm doing on this side of the gate. First things first. That'll look grand. Ah, lovely things, quick clamps compared with G clamps. Take that off of there. Right. Level. Now then, to the other side. Right, don't be mean with your screws, but don't go overboard either. There we go. Got a frame around where my gate's going to go. Now all I need is the diagonal. The hinges are gone on this side, so the diagonal goes from down there to up here. Here's a wee video of me in the workshop explaining why the diagonal goes in that direction and not that direction. It's all about parallelograms. This represents the wooden frame you've seen me putting on my windbreak fence. I've left out the horizontal planks here. And a rectangle is just a special case of a parallelogram. If you imagine this part here is where the hinges are, and this is fixed securely to the gate post, and this is the outer part of the gate, swings back and forth, then this is nicely supported. This bit hangs free in space, and time and gravity will make it sag as it ages. So we need to put a bracing piece in. Now, as this becomes a parallelogram, you'll see this diagonal gets larger and this one gets smaller. So if you put your bracing piece in there, of course it does nothing to help support that. But if you put your brace in this side, then as it tries to sag, it can't, because the brace here, put the brace in properly, the brace here is holding it nice and securely. And that's all there is to it. Back to me in my field, making the gate. Right, now we know all that. Here I am back with my diagonal. It's a bit of a neat fit, but at least it fits. There we go. Got the frame of a gate made my fence here, and now all I've got to do is fit the hardware. Unfortunately, I thought I had the hardware in my shed, but I don't. The hardware I've got is bigger hardware for a different project. So when you see me finishing this gate, I'll have a different shirt on. Here I am, 2 days later, back for the hardware shop. Right, this isn't so much a gate as a frame and a fence at the moment. It doesn't move. Let me show you the next steps. First things first, I need to cut 2 of these planks. 2 planks cut. It's best to fix the planks to the new fencing stab before this stage as well, and I forgot. But I remember before it's too late, so all's well that ends well. I will need these, and I will need these. 2 big hinges. The screws for attaching the hinges to the gate are longer than my thin plank. I'm going to back them with a bit of wood so we don't have the ends of screws sticking at the other side. Hello, Pandy. Hello, Pend. Stop trying to bracken into show business again, Pend. Whew. There we go. We're getting there. Still won't open though. Oh, that is. One more cut plank. Hello, Bendy. Not yet, no. A bit more cutting. Oh, nice. Just, have you noticed a bit of mist? Need to screw these to the fencing stab yet. Box of screws. Thing for making lots of ools. Glad that's finished. That sounds like the battery's slowing down. Only one thing left to do. Right, enough I've been right about this. E presto, we have a gate. There we go, we have a gate. Now, one thing to do in case the wind blows, in case I want this propped open when it's windy. There you go. It's how to make a gate in a fence that's already a fence. The only awkward bit is this hill slopes up slightly. So what I've got to do is that bottom bar at the gate, I'll probably raise it up slightly and to make it a bit more awkward. Now the other part, which I'll do tomorrow, is the wind here. Prevailing wind is from the west over there, but the windiest wind we've noticed comes from the southwest, and it's going to hit this. And the thing about a windbreak is it breaks the wind. So although these have got the side pieces bracing them, this has nothing to brace it, and it will eventually get wobble in the hole as the wind batters it. So I'll have to put a bracing one over here, and there's even a wee bit of science involved in that. So next time you see me talking about this, which will be in mere moments for you, but tomorrow for me, I'll have a different shirt on again. Here we are, last bit of putting my gate together. I've got to put the bracing to stop this from being blown over. Fencing stab, stab bow. put it basically in line with that one, and decent distance away from it, but not too far. That was that for exact instructions. Missed. And again, heaven's sake. You would think again what I'm doing by now. Right. Close by whilst I'm steadying the stab. There we go, that'll do. You'll notice I didn't use my spirit level to make sure it was plumb, because in this case it's not critical. As long as it's plumb just to your eye, that'll do fine. Oh, here's a plain Inverness. Next thing I need is a board across here. 65. Oh, that's not bad. Right, drill and driver, plank, upside down. Right, don't drive it in all the way the first time, because it gives you a bit of wiggle to adjust. Now that we've got two in, drive them in the whole way. There we go. Is this enough? No, it's not, and I'll tell you why. When the wind hits me windbreak, of course it doesn't hit with a constant force, it batters, and it's a bit like hitting something with a hammer. So there's more force than you'd just think with the wind. And what would happen is that this would get battered like that, and then this gets battered in parallel. So as the wood gets older and these weaken, basically both of these stabs of wood get loose in their socket in the same way. So why are we doing this? And we could put a diagonal instead. Well, if you put a diagonal, that acts as a fulcrum, and the wind battering there actually lifts the post out of the ground. Now, I've seen both of these problems happen in fences before, so the obvious way to combat that is I now put a diagonal here, and the horizontal stops the diagonal levering it out of the hole, and the diagonal stops the straight one from knocking the whole thing over in parallel. Simple-ish. There we go, lovely shaped bit of wood. And I'm butting the wrong way around. And now that, well, just go there. Just lovely. How's that? This one can go all the way in because there's no way I can move this and adjust it. I've got to have measured it properly. Flipping heck. All fingers and thumbs today. There you go. Braced. It's not going anywhere. There you go. Now the only difficulty with having a latch over there which keeps it shut and a latch over here which keeps it open is the fact that I have a number of these spare, because I always sell the two parts together. If anyone has any suggestions for what to do with any of these things, do leave a comment down below. Keep it polite, this is a family channel. I hope you have enjoyed this little wander through how I've decided to make a gate in my windbreak fence here. If you have, a like, a comment and or a subscribe would be awfully nice. I'll be along soon, or even someone else may be along soon with another video. You never know what might be happening. In the meantime, have fun till then.